Firstly, I thought as I told you, I had been learning and I was preparing for those interviews from past 1 year. So I thought I was in a mindset that I would be I would just need the mentorship for the guidance where I am lagging, and other than that I'm fine and I can clear any interview. So I thought like that, and I got like for the first month I got only 1 month mentorship, and I thought I can clear it in 1 month. Then after in starting our mentorship, like she uh, like separated the things which I know and which I should know and I should improve or something, and all those things. Like our first 2 3 sessions were like that, and she was um, making sure that I would be ready enough to crack the interview, not just for just to clear the what just to continue the mentorship or for the namesake. She was not doing it. Like she was clear that she first for first 2 sessions she just she wanted to understand on which level I am and what are the things I am lagging, or I am still want to learn, and how to clear the interview. So even though I thought like I can clear in 1 month, she was you are good in technical knowledge, but some of the um, and some of the stream or parts or concept, like those things you have to study, as this is the current trend and this will be definitely asked from the interview perspective, and also in the job perspective these things will be asked, and they will definitely uh, like um, if you learn these things, it will definitely help you in cracking the interview, and also it will help you in what in your upcoming job, or in your new company. So she told me other than known topics or the known domains like Java and Selenium and other things. She asked me to like have a brush up on the manual testing and also API testing and SQL and other things. She told me you know these things well, but if you cover other things which have like she had mentioned, it would be easier for me to clear the interview. And by that perspective we started to connect, and we started to interact, and she used to yeah, that's how she made a plan. She provided me like 4 5 uh, topics or domains which will be only which will be concentrating and which will be learning. And one she asked me uh, rather than she suggesting me which topic to start or something, like she provided her inputs, like if we go through manual testing, then uh, Java, Selenium, like that, it will be easier for you to learn. And also she didn't decide that part. Like she asked me whether you will be fine with this plan, or do you have any suggestion, if you want to change anything in these topics, you can provide your inputs. Because I already told her I know Java, Selenium, I don't need any that much inputs on those parts. So she was you can this is my suggestion, but you can provide your path or whatever you think, we'll go in that pace or in that path. So firstly we started with the manual testing, which we both agreed on working as in not testing it. It will be a required one. So we started with manual testing, and I completed it very quickly, as I had already done some earlier brush ups and all. Later on, when we came into Java, Selenium, we used to have a timeline where she would be providing some topics to cover, and I used to learn it, and she used to tell me like, you cover this in 1 week or 2 weeks. By that time, you can schedule one call, and we'll have a Q&A session for the that part. And sometimes I used to cover it, and sometimes I was not able to cover it. And at that time, I understood that, like, even though I was thinking that I am ready, but there are few things which I didn't knew, and I need much time to cover those part, and
mm,
this might not happen in 1 month. So
mm,
by that, by completing 2 3 weeks of Q&A session and connecting with her, I got to know like what I was thinking about my preparation, and what she made me to think like how much I am prepared.
mm,
So that changed everything. Like when I was when I joined the pre-placed, I was thinking like I am ready, and like 1 month I'll be like with the mentor help, like I'll be getting many interview calls and I'll be joining. So after 2 3 weeks, I felt like no, I need more mentorship rather than 1 month.
mm,
Like in 1 month, it won't be sufficient. I need more time to learn and upskill myself, and also I need more things to cover, which won't be done in 1 month. So after realizing it, it was like it was really easy for me to like come out from my imagination to the reality that these are the things I have to learn, and
mm,
to clear the interviews, these are the things that are needed.
mm,
So in that part, she made sure like even though there were a few sessions where I was not preparing, she didn't just skip it, and she didn't tell like, okay, we'll go to next session. She was clear that I am not like I haven't completely learned the topic, or I am not fully aware of that topic. So I need 1 more week, or I need 1 more session to cover that topic and learn it. If not, like it won't be like I won't be knowing it, right? Just by skipping it. So she was making sure like not only just completing the topics, but also like I should be able to. Uh, like answer any question if I if anything asked from the topic. In that part, like it was really helpful that
nice.
I was in a, like I am working in service based company, and I was as I said, I was hired in campus placement. So it was like basic questions like what is oops concept, what is inheritance, and all those things.
Mm,
So but the session with her was not like that. So she was asking real time scenario questions, and she was giving me some like in coding part, she was giving me some questions which are not simple, or like which will be like implemented only if you know the concept, and only if you learn the concept, not on by only theory wise you can't solve those questions. So after going like one and like after completing 2 months, like I was in a sync with her, like this is how she will be asking me question. I should be prepared like this, and I was preparing in that way rather than just going through some videos or some theoretical questions like what is Java, what is inheritance. Rather than that, I was solving many problems, and also I was learning more about like in depth, like about the concept which I was learning now, instead of learning only theory or the definition of that concept.
mm,
So by that, like after around 3 months, I was like okay, I am in a good spot to like attend any interviews. But that was not the case when I completed my first month. So I understood like in this uh, pace, or in with this knowledge, I might clear service based interviews, but I can't clear a product based company interviews. So by the end of third month, like even she was giving me more motivation, like okay, now you are good, like you are solving the problems very easily, and you are answering in a better way than the initial days. So it was like giving me more encouragement, and also it was like it gave me more hope that I am ready and I can able to clear the interview. So after during that time only, like during my initial days only, she started to share me like job vacancy or the links from LinkedIn and other sites. So I was able to apply for it, but during that time I was not getting that much calls. After that, I had connected with her and I told her I'm not getting any calls. So she told like we'll have one session and we'll update your resume and we'll make sure like it looks good and it will uh, yeah you will get more interviews after that. So we had one session where we dedicated for resume preparation, and where she made sure like which are the things to be covered, which needs to be kept above and below, and she modified in a way that she removed all the things which were irrelevant to my job profile or which were not necessary in the resume. And also she included few parts which will get the interview calls and all those things. So with that session, like we created one resume, and after that I started to apply with that resume. And after that, like in even in Naukri and LinkedIn, I used to get I started to get some calls from the hiring portals. And later on, like um, from on on this month, the mid, like I one of my friend who was working in one of the product-based company, he just told me like you are searching for job, right? I'll refer you, and I got his referral. I just attended it, but I as it was product-based company, I didn't know like whether I would be able to clear it or not. But and my first interview was it was technical, and as I had 3 months of preparation with her, it was very easy for me. Like I felt like the interviewer asked me the questions which were easier than the questions which were asked by her. So I was able to answer those questions easily than the questions from Anarchia. So then in the second interview, it was with the QA director, and where they were asking about the um, scenario based question and also management level question. This part also she already had a session with me, like how you should be answering if you don't know the answer, and if you know and if you don't know to recollect it, you should take your time. You should not be panic, and you should be calm. And if even if you don't know, like you should not be discouraged, and you should be like giving the answer clearly and all those things. It was like pre, done in the mentorship. So even it was QA director, it was like easier for me to answer and interact with her, as I had already this kind of scenarios and interaction with her. So easily I was able to um, answer to most of her questions, and I was able to clear that round also. And later on, it was only HR round, where it has only salary discussion and other parts, and which was able to clear it easily.
Okay.